versus Air Force Ace. Air Force Ace, unfortunately, is like the only team who have kept their ranking from Season 1 of Pro League, and they basically just kept their last place. Like, Air Force Ace is forever last place. It's kind of sad. But we do have firebathero coming out in set number 1, and that is never sad. That is always exciting. Well, I guess except that time where he like lost and cried his heart out in the booth. That was a little bit sad, but besides that time, it's always happy when firebathero is on screen. And he's gonna be playing against Flying. Oh, Snow. Just kidding. Just kidding. Freaking Asians, man, they all look the same. And no, I'm not Orb. I'm actually Asian. I'm allowed to be racist. I'm allowed to be racist, right? That's how it works, right? It's like I'm allowed to say that Protoss is imbalanced because I'm Protoss, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Okay, to be fair though, Flying totally looks like Snow. They like totally look the same, don't they? Like, I'm pretty sure Snow looks like Flying more than I sound like Orb. Alright, and then everybody thinks I'm Orb, so it's only fair. Anyway. Dude, Karo, why didn't you wake up, man? I tried to wake you up on Skype. You did not wake up. It's not my fault, Karo. Also, Madelisk lost. And the other girl. She took a game off the random guy, though. Or, actually, she took the series off the random guy, I think. The best of 3. Better than nothing, I guess. Anyways. Set number 1, Snow versus FBH on ground 0. In the bottom left is the Yellow Terran. We do have firebathero, the dancing queen himself. And in the top right, as the laggy stream, we have Snow. Alright, there he is. Woo. So cross-map PvT on ground 0 could be a nice exciting long game. firebathero, not particularly known for his TVP, although since his time on Ace, he does seem to have improved it. firebathero, one of the few players who like went to Air Force Ace and actually got better. At least his TVP did. I'm not sure about his other matchups, but yeah, his TVP is actually not terrible anymore, I don't think. firebathero is also a former member of Samsung Con, the #1 team in the world, so yeah, that's always good. It looks like somebody's 25 today. It is in fact that guy. Who's that guy? Alright, hold on, let me think. Alright. He looks Asian. He could be anybody. Is it Flash? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, it's Orion apparently. Okay, it's Orion. Or Odin. Ha! Ha! You see, Kit doesn't know either. Orion or Odin. Ha! You can't tell either. You see, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. See, the commentators are even laughing. They can't even tell the difference. They don't even know who it is. Alright, apparently it is Orion. I'm a terrible person. Anyway, was that Gateway Scout? Or was that a Gas Scout? I'm not really sure. Either way. Going out, and he's going towards the middle of the map. Interesting. Is he going to scout cross map? Is he really going to do that? Or is he just checking the middle for proxies? I don't think you can actually proxy in the middle of this map though, so that doesn't make any sense. So he's going cross map scout. Yeah, you cannot build in the middle of the map.
전반전 2대0으로 깔끔하게 이기고 후반전 들어가서 애결가서 역전패. 이런 그림은 진짜 공군 입장에서 절대 만들면 안 됩니다.
Hidden pylon here. Now I don't think he's actually gonna proxy anything there. I think he's just, well, you know what? I'm not sure. I'm gonna reserve judgment. That is interesting. He may proxy a robotics there, do some proxy reavers, or that could just be a hidden second pylon. Actually, this is very interesting. So he actually is a choice now. So he's gonna scout top left. He's gonna see nothing there. And so if the Terran didn't actually spawn at either of the left side locations, he could just leave the pylon there, not build anything else, and just have it be a hidden pylon. But since he knows now that the Terran spawned on the left side, or at least he should be fairly certain since he saw the SEV, he can now decide whether he wants to proxy a robo or not. So now he can actually build a robo there, because he knows that the Terran spawned on the left side, but it looks like he's not doing that. He's just going to leave the hidden pylon there. He did build another pylon in his base a little bit earlier than he actually needs, though. If you look at his supply, he's now at 19 of 33 supply. So perhaps making it... Maybe he does actually want to proxy there. He just doesn't want to show it. That's why he built the extra pylon, because he doesn't actually need that extra pylon right now. And meanwhile, it looks like the probe gets targeted down immediately. Nice job by firebathero, but he has lost 2 Marines already. That Zealot, though, is going to go down. The 3rd Marine does survive. Meanwhile, SCV being chased out by this Dragoon. And without that probe there, Snow obviously has no way of actually proxying a building now at the 9 o'clock. So, is he going to bother with that? There is another probe coming out, though, I believe. Is that a probe or a Dragoon, actually? I'm not sure. I think that's a probe coming out. I am fairly certain there is, in fact, another probe coming out. Meanwhile, he is getting a Nexus. Still hasn't proxied anything. Still has that excess supply right now, which concerns me a little bit. But that's alright. But no, he is sending a probe there. Yes, alright. Thank you, Snow. Thank you for making me look not stupid. It's the opposite of stupid. Smart, clever, intelligent. Talk about, like, ironic question. It's the opposite of stupid. Oh man. Anyway, Vulture's actually coming out here already, so it looks like he went Vulture first, but he's gonna get denied by this one Dragoon. And you know what? Now he has absolutely no idea that there's a proxy there. You know, this is actually really interesting, because that pylon is like a fake pylon, you know what I mean? So, like, a lot of times Protoss will hide the second pylon to pretend they're proxying, but in this case, he hit a second pylon, and then built a fake 3rd pylon that firebathero thought was the 2nd pylon in his main base, so now this proxy is completely hidden. But, you know, had he scouted no Terran on the left side, he would have probably not built the robo there, not built the 2nd pylon in his main, 3rd pylon rather, in his main base, and then the SCV would have gotten into the main and saw no 2nd pylon and freaked out. And so this build would have, like, worked well either way, and I think that's actually really intelligent. So I'm quite happy with this from Snow. Because of course, you know, what these pro games are really trying to do is not win games, but just to make me happy, personally. Like, that's actually their entire goal. Also, he's built a support bay here in his main. That's completely fine. You know, because if this proxy doesn't just outright kill the Terran, then eventually, you know, he will be expanding there and he will lose that robo. So he wants to just minimize the losses. And it's basically impossible for the Terran to scout his main right now anyway, unless he messes up and lets the Vulture in. And even if he does, it'll be a little bit late anyway. So, looks like the next part of the build is to in fact lag the stream. That doesn't make me very happy, so OGN, man, you messed up. OGN messed up. He doesn't get it. We need to get Sundance to go, like, organize OGN, to go lead them, so that they get it. I don't know why I'm like using this joke a lot. This is like so old. Oh, I'm completely out of date in my references. This is terrible. I'm like your parents trying to make, you know, internet meme references that they just completely don't understand and that don't make any sense. Anyway, we do see the shuttle out. It's getting a reaver now. And nice little Sim City there at the front, using the bunker depot and the barracks to wall off a little bit. There's no turrets up though. Firebathero! No, he went for the academy for detection and no turrets. Ah, it's a dud. Nice, nice. But look at this, he has no anti-air. Oh man, this is gonna be so rough. He completely skipped it. Look, he's got no engineering bay. He's building an engineering bay right now. Wait, did he just shoot a scarab through the mineral lines? Hack scarab there. I think that scarab just blew up through the mineral line. That's pretty sick. Meanwhile, looks like there's gonna be a counter vulture harass though, but it is gonna get a bit intercepted, and no, not really gonna do anything. Meanwhile, oh my god, the SCVs are stacked. Does he have a zealot drop? Looks like he doesn't have a zealot in the shuttle though. If he had a zealot in that shuttle, he could have dropped the zealot to tank the shots and dropped the reaver and got like a trillion SCV kills. But he's still gonna get a good number here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh, Nemo! Oh my god, I hope Dustin Browder's watching this game. Please bring the reaver back. Oh man, 6 scarab shot right there. And now he's just gonna go back to the natural. And there's nothing that firebathero can do about this. He's got no anti-air. Ah, the turret's not gonna go up. Ah, reavers aren't balanced. Oh my god. Look at this, none of the SCVs are mining, they're just completely freaked out. Oh god, they're just shitting themselves like, ah, save us, siege tanks. Get to the siege tanks. And now, alright, the SCVs are running, but the reaver can actually just kill that turret now. Oh, oh. What? What? Oh my god, this game has had some of the smartest scarabs I've ever seen. Did you see that? That scarab should not have been able to do that. Wow. Wow, firebathero, he brought the good batch of scarabs today. Man, screw much scarabs. These are some sick scarabs. Shooting through mineral lines, like curving around mineral lines. That was like a boomerang scarab. Did you see that? It literally went around the minerals to hit that SCV. Damn. Anyway, looks like, man, he's really lacking like the zealots in the shuttle to help just tank hits though. He could do so much extra damage if he had 2 zealots in that shuttle. I think he would have won the game already actually. It looks like he's gonna go out and pick something up. Might just pick up a Dragoon. I thought he had 2 zealots just now. I don't know where they went. And he's actually following up with 2 base arbiter. Are you serious? Oh man, that is so BM. Snow, that's not cool, dude. That's just kind of dirty. That's kind of low. I mean, you're already beating him up with this reaver, and now you're gonna kick him while he's down, like going 2 base arbiter. This is like, salt in the wound, dude. Salt in the wound. Anyway, this thing's at an observer checking out what's at the front. And I mean, firebathero, he's gonna kind of hold it off now that he's got enough siege tanks. Ooh, nice little mine hit there. But he has taken so much economic damage that it's gonna be very difficult to recover now. Meanwhile, we do have a 3rd base going up here after 12 o'clock, but that is a mineral-only expansion now. They did remove the gas from these bases on this season's version of the map, so that's not going to be quite so useful considering he's going for arbiters, which is very gas-heavy tech. You know, you just gotta make the archives, gotta make the Stargate, and each arbiter costs 350 gas. Interestingly, the arbiter tribunal itself only costs 150 gas. It's like 200, 150, which always like confused me. But anyway, bit of a random wall in here that's not actually a wall. What on earth is this? Snow with a bit of a fail wall at his 3rd. That forge I think should be 1 hex down, and then he can put 1 more building on the right side to wall it in completely, but as it is, it's kind of dumb. Or not dumb, it just doesn't work. Does not do what it's supposed to. Anyway, this side the Arbiter Tribunal is done. The Stargate not quite blinking yet, so he's not making an Arbiter yet, but well, he should be doing it as soon as he has enough gas. Meanwhile, looks like Terran is moving out just a little bit here. Not moving out too far, just wants to secure that 3rd base. He wants to float that command center over to his own mineral only. I think that will benefit him a little bit more. Well, I don't know, I mean, you know, Terran can spam bolters, Protoss can spam zealots from the mineral only. All very good things. And notice how firebathero just kind of pushing out slowly, hugging the cliff. He's got a couple of siege tanks on the high ground on the cliff, just supporting the rest of his tanks. So he's got a very nice position here. It would be very difficult for Snow to break that. And looks like we have an armory spinning away as well in the natural. I like that he's placed the armory at the natural, so if there is a recall in the main, it will likely not affect his upgrades, which is one of the key things that you go for when you recall a Terran's main. Meanwhile, the command center is finally floating out. The probes did just transfer to to Snow's 3rd, and he's now getting a 4th base. So he's trying to stay 1 step ahead economically. Of course, Protoss generally does need to stay 1 base ahead in the mid game. And oh, he's gonna get both these tanks, I think. What? 2 HP on that siege tank. Oh god. Oh. Cool. Man, if that Scarab hit, that would have been way too good. Oh, he gets the tank anyway. Oh my god, 3 tanks down for like a Zealot and 2 Scarabs or something. Oh man, and he doesn't get the shuttle. The shuttle survives with 1 HP. If that shuttle had not regenerated like 1 shield earlier on, it would have gone down with the Reaver in it. Oh man, Snow's Reaver has been so lucky this game. Between the Scarabs and that shuttle surviving, are you serious? Snow should like go out and buy 10 lottery tickets after this. That is actually ridiculous. I feel kind of bad for FPH right now. Oh man, he's going up to 7 factories off his 3 bases. He is so far behind. He's at 92 supply against the 150 supply of Snow. This is so brutal. In the meantime, a couple of Vultures going to go and check out this 3 o'clock base. So he kills the Pro there, but the base is already up, and there's no, he can't really do anything about it. He can just be like, oh well, I guess I'm still losing. Now that summoning score is spinning, that looks like that's got to be +1 air weapons, right? But it doesn't really make sense to go carriers if he's already gone for Arbiter Tech, so I'm a little bit confused by that. Did he just... Yeah, he's not... Yes, he's not making Stargates. Did he just forget Dragoon range? Wait a minute. Did he actually forget Dragoon range? Is that what's going on here? Hold on a minute. That +1 makes no sense. He went Arbiters and he's not making more Stargates. There's no reason to get +1 air weapons. That's gotta be range. Oh wow, that's interesting. Oh, actually, wait. It might be a fake. Wait a minute. Think. Because now every time I see a core spinning, I'm freaked out because last season we saw a really cool game between Lita and Stats, where Lita did like a fake +1 air weapons to induce Lita to push badly, and then crushed him. But the problem is that the Arbiter Tech is like right next to the Cybernetics core, so he can actually probably see both the spinning core and the Arbiter Tech with the same scan. And I bet if he actually sees that, he'll be super confused because... Anyway, it could be for a later carrier transition, of course. Xpac is also saying that in the chat. But, I mean, it just doesn't make as much sense to me to go for Arbiter Tech and then switch into like late carriers. It just seems a little bit iffy. But you know what? He's the pro gamer, not me. He can do whatever he wants. Anyway, we're gonna have a recall here going into the natural. Nico! God damn it. Is it gonna die? Nico! Into the main instead. Man, I thought the Arbiter was gonna get taken down by the turrets, but of course Arbiters have a ridiculous amount of health. So that is gonna be pretty bad news for firebathero. And oh, that shuttle has 1 HP, should not do anything. Just chill there. Just stay there. Sit. Heal. Anyway, I think you should target down the command center in the main with those Dragoons. That's just me. Maybe? No? It's gonna kill some SCVs? Command center? No? Alright, you know what? Fine. Don't kill the command center then. Be that way. He's just gonna kill Vulture, that's not very useful. I mean, it's also kind of buying time and stuff, just being annoying. You know, in these kinds of engagements where the Terran's not really in position, the Praetos army, generally a little bit more cost efficient. But it looks like this attack, this recall, is going to get cleaned up pretty easily. The problem is I think Snow's production is like ridiculous right now. We saw him add 1 billion gateways in his main base. He's still up at 150 supply against the 114 of firebathero, despite losing all those units in that attack. He's also got the top left and bottom right bases now. I think the top left was scattered by some Vultures. But this is actually very smart by Snow, so it's just like, you know... Oh, that Vulture died of probes? I think that other Vulture's gonna die of probes too. Wow, Snow, not only with manly Scarabs, but also with manly probes. But here's the thing, like, so now firebathero, he can push either one of the top left or bottom right bases, and Snow can just like sack it, because he's got the other one. He doesn't actually care, he can just like counter, or just attack, it doesn't really matter. Whatever Snow does right now, he'll probably win the game. He doesn't even need DTs. He can actually make non-DT units and win. Like, that's how far ahead he is right now. Anyway, firebathero looks like he's moving out, but he's only at 130 supply, and he's gonna get recalled again. And it looks like it was actually a late carrier switch. Alright, we also see the second cybernetic score at the top right, so he's getting +1 air weapons and air armor. And you know what? You know what? In hindsight, I take back what I said about that bad transition after Arbiters, because the way he's playing with these constant recalls, see, just now he was almost maxed, right? So he couldn't make any carriers, but he's going to keep recalling the Terran, keep him back in his base, and every time he does a recall, he loses all the units, which frees up supplies so he can make more carriers. So he's just trading away his ground army cost efficiently with the Terran and massing up carriers to replace them. So by the time Firebat Hero moves out, there's going to be like a pretty big core of carriers, and he's going to have like nothing to do, like nothing to deal with it. So, you know what? I guess Snow is actually better at Protoss than I am. I mean, you know, you wouldn't have thought it. I'm sure that comes as a surprise to many of you, but I'm sad to admit that it is in fact the case. So, yeah, anyway, the supplies both, you know, went down a bit again. Once again, about 116 against 144, it looks like. And not many Goliaths for Firebat Hero. Firebat Hero, I guess he hasn't been using his scans in the main very much, because he doesn't seem like he's aware of this carrier switch. He does not have many Goliaths at all. He might have just been using his scans to like check for the Protoss army and saving some up in case he has to engage the Arbiter, the force that's been cloaked by Arbiters, because it doesn't look like he's a science vessel either, so he will need the scan for his mobile detection. But that's going to mean that he's now going to just lose this entire army to carriers. And that's going to be bad. That's actually going to be horrendous. Although, interestingly, the supporting ground army of Snow is not ideal. Usually the composition you want underneath carriers is Dragoon and High Templar, so you can just storm the clumps of Goliaths. I mean, Zealots are fine, but it looks like he just didn't have enough gas to actually get the ideal composition. Although now that he's got the top left and bottom right mains, he will have that gas pretty quickly here. And now the carriers are coming out. There are 4 carriers. That is the critical mass that you need. And Firebat Hero, he laughs! This is why Firebat Hero is awesome. He's like, lol, carriers. Oh man. I'm waiting for him to type carriers are a useful skill in the chat. Look at him, he's just amused. He doesn't care. He's like, oh yeah, you make carriers. Good for you, Protoss. Good for you. Very skilled race. Protoss, man. Look at that. That's pure skill. Poor FBH. Oh god. Oh, Scout! Oh no! Snow, you're a terrible person. Snow. Oh man, I bet Snow like went to a nightclub once and he like tried to dance with this hot girl and he looked like an idiot and she just like wouldn't talk to him ever again. So now he's mad and he's taking it out on Firebat Hero because Firebat Hero is an awesome dancer. He's just like, screw you, Firebat Hero. Why can't I dance as well as you? Look at him, look at him. Friggin' Maddie. Oh god. Hey, Firebat Hero is just countering to the top left. I mean, the army can't engage the carriers, so he just has to use it to kill as many bases as possible. But, yeah, he's completely dead here. Carrier's gonna take down his third, he's gonna have, like, no mining left. And now we're just waiting for the GG from Firebat Hero, which probably won't come for a while, because he's Firebat Hero, and he's on Air Force Ace now. But carriers are pretty damn good. In Brutal, at least. Yeah, carrier. Oh, even the poor Mariners getting taken down. Poor Mariners. So, still waiting for Firebat Hero to leave. He's at 105 supply against the 170 supply of Snow. I mean, he's taken out the top left base, but as I said earlier, Snow already took the bottom right, so he doesn't actually care about that too much. Looks like +2 attack already done on the carriers as well. Of course, since he did get that very early upgrade started. And the Scout continuing to be a boss. It's got a total of 1 kill. What an amazing unit that is. Meanwhile, the carriers are like doing the brunt of the work. And oh man, Firebat here's like trying to micro like a boss, but now all the ground units come in. Oh man, no more micro for you. Pretty nice carrier micro from Snow. I don't think he's lost one yet. Oh, he might lose one here though. Oh no, doesn't quite lose one. And well, firebathero is somehow managing to not die, but he's down to like 3 Goliaths against 4 or 5 carriers there. He's mined out his main. He's basically mined out his natural. This is his last mining base. So when he loses this, he'll have 0 income. He'll have 0 army. Yep, there's the STV party. I love those STV parties, the worker parties when you mine minerals out. So, oh, finally gets one of the carriers, but GG from firebathero, just defiantly killing one carrier at the end. He was like Leonidas chucking that spear at Xerxes, but he lost the game anyway. Man, seriously, if you think about it, like the entire movie 300 is about fantasy GG timing. You've got like 10 supply against a maxed out enemy, and you just like don't leave the game. Like that's actually, I just blew you guys' minds, right? The entire movie is an analogy for GG timing, fantasy GG timing. Anyway, 1-0 for CJ Entus.